Hi, here's Kai. I want to do a little tutorial about my game and how to create a new level in it. Because it is easy to do this. Here is the file, and I press Ctrl Space to make this window bigger, and P for play. So this is level 1. At the top you can see 1 of 5, and I hit Escape. To start at any level, you can set the property of this object here, the goal control. So I can go to level 5 and hit P. So now I'm at level 5. Yeah. And I will show you how you can create your own levels just right now. Numpad 7 for top view. And let's turn this on. Here is the level 5, and for any new level you only need 2 objects: the spawner where you start and the goal where you end. And you just need to press Shift D and then X to set it apart from it. Here's a good place. And now, yeah, of course, a little ground. Here's the ground, Shift D. So we can start here at the same. Now I can go to my initial view here, the object, the goal control, and start at level 6. And if I hit play, then I'm at level 6, but there is not much yet. So let's go to our level 6. There at the end I select something and hit dot on the numpad, and then I can adjust my view. So here's the end and here's the start. And now let's do something new. I created something totally new. This is this object, which is a ground that will disappear and reappear. I drag it here. So now it's aligned, and we can just hit P. So this will appear, and if it disappears, then you fall into the abyss. This little object has some properties, on and off, how many frames it is on and how many frames it is off, so you can fall to the ground. I will just duplicate it, X for this direction, and if I hit play, then it is impossible to get over it. So let's create some new ground. It's still impossible, but we can delay this here in the logic bricks. So it is on and off 30. I just delay it to 30. So this brick here will start later. So I should manage it. Yes. Okay. Now let's add a conveyor. We have it in another level. Here, was it here? Nee, here. is a conveyor. Um, 7 for top view, and I just duplicate it and drag it where I need it. Here. But I want it rotated. If I now hit play, then you see it moves in this direction, and I just can rotate it, or it is already rotated, so set this to O, and I put it here. We must look if it's the correct distance. Yeah, let's check. Oh, it's better to put it there. I want to have it shorter. Yeah. So I hit tab and select this face, and with the tool it must be correct face attributes, and so we can shorten it, and the faces here on top and side are all correct. And now let's create some of these funny metallic things. These are the moving obstacles, and I take this here, or yeah, I take this and duplicate it, and drag it where I need it. And here I want to create a little obstacle. But it should only be 2 grid dimensions thick. And I have to set the scale. So this is x3, but I need x2. And then I have to set the position better. And I take this, and with shift I can move it in small steps. And then I want to have it this height, and now give him some ground. Shift D, X, and put it here. And then I will look how I want to have it. I just make it small. Also, for the tool, correct face attributes, and then I can make it smaller. Like this. And the origin is here. This is not important, but I set it to the center, so it's nice. And then just duplicate it, Shift D and X to set it here. Yeah, and then I can make it both a little bit higher. But here I don't want the correct face attributes, and then I can set it here down. It just looks nicer. So Shift D and Y. Once, try. These are 2 spaces. Yeah. So now I have this object, and it will move with a pattern. We can have a look. and we have to set a correct pattern, because now it moves completely off. So this is a Python-based pattern system. I hit Control Space, and here is the Python codes, and this is a moving obstacle here. And you can create your own patterns, and these are the patterns. So I take this and make a new one, pattern 2, and add this pattern to the pattern list. And now I look what I need to have. I want this to move here, then there, in the four directions. So it's 1 into minus x, then y, and so on. Here, minus x, then y, then x. I make this bigger. Oops. Then again x, then minus y, and then minus x. So let's have a look. Okay. Here, the property of this object sets the pattern. I want to have pattern 2, so I set this to pattern 2. And now it moves like this. Now I want to have the conveyor in the other direction. The conveyor has a speed, and I set it to a negative speed. So let's just look. Here. I won't fit. Yes, of course, I can't fit through, because if I get hit, I'm dead. So again, I have to time it. Okay. That's how I want it. The important key is Control S to save it. So press numpad dot, then I'm here again. Now let's create some more of obstacles and ground. I just take this Shift D, X, so I can try my best here. And where is my goal? My goal is here. Shift G for grab, Shift Z, so I can move it on the plane. And now I want to have some more of these moving obstacles. And I take a little one, Shift D, Shift Z, here. And now let's try something. this already has a pattern. Let's look. So it's moving always 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 in either direction. And where does it start? Here. Yeah, let's make it not too complicated. Let's start it here. And if now it walks this way, and I want to have borders, and I want to have a light. Here, Shift D, X. It's always nicer to have a little thing. Now I want to make a wall, but not a wall where I can move further, but a wall where that is also a metallic obstacle, but doesn't move. So I hit Shift D and X and so 3, 4, and then I need space. Let's check. Oh, okay, that moves. I don't want that it moves, so I can set the speed to O. Yeah, this is nice, but I can do it here. And how big is it? I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5 in Y direction. I can here, the item is always scale based. So let's try 5 and put it there. Now it will move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, make it 4. And adjust the position. And then Shift D. And then here I will give a little place to go. Now this is scale based. I want to have it 4x and only 1 y. Now this is not so interesting, but this should do it. With Shift I can fine-tune it. Okay, I have to look how long. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need at least 2 more. So this is 6. Yes. And then in the middle I do the same. Just copy it. Oops, global Y. And now set it 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Like this. something's not correct. This here is nice, and sometimes I'm stupid. Shift D, X, and this is 1. So this should work. And here I will just make this whole thing smaller. Let's select this face and correct face attributes, because we don't need such a huge level. There we will have to look. Okay. So this moves here. And this is wrong. Item is free. Like this. Hope this is correct, and this is 7. Yeah, this should work, perhaps. But if I come here, then there's not enough space. This might be difficult. Let's test it. I can just set this here and play. Ah, this is in this time. It's crazy. Ooh. Let's start here. No. Ah, here. I'm starting here. Okay. So this is the testing. I think we need more space. Yeah, this is very difficult. So just take all the stuff, but not this. This GY. Don't know if this is enough. Perhaps we make it safe and just duplicate this. Okay. Oh. Like this. So this is enough place. No, this is not not so super great. Okay, make it so that's better. Ah, this is not so important. Shift D, Y. And no, like this. So we need a little space here because we need to get smaller. I take the morph cube and make it smaller. This is also scale based and I want to have the smallest scale. And we just set it at the here perhaps like this and like this. So this should work. So now we can just go this way, but this is very easy. So let's create another one of this object. And I duplicate it. And put it opposite here. But if we now start it, then it doesn't work how I want it to work. It should go the same way. But I don't want to create another pattern, so now we can set a Python code. And this object uses the pattern O here. Yeah, it's a long pattern, but it always starts at step O, that's here. And it would be now nice if we could start it here. Then we must change it. All objects start with step O. And I don't want to change all the other objects. But this here should have already the property step. But now this code will create step and set it to O. So I could set it here, but it will not have an effect. So I make it this. If it already has this property, then it will take the property that is set here. So, and not this here, not step step O. So if step is in own, then we will start at step O. But here we can set it now for this object, and I set it to it will begin in the -x. I think it's 7. No, step not in own. Okay, 8. Yeah, so they walk in the correct. But I think they are too slow. That's very easy. So we make them faster. Both have the property speed, and we can set it to some special values, but not to anything. They are listed here: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, and so on. I set it to 5. I think this is great. And here, where is it? 5. Oh no, I must hurry up. Perhaps I can start for this test directly there. It should work, yes. How is this? Easy. 9 is quite fast. Speed 9. Speed 9. I hope this is not impossible. Okay. Yeah, we can only set 5 or 6. 6. 6. Yeah, this is okay. So now let's morph to the final dimension. This is the final dimension, and we can put it here or here. It's not so important. Shift D, Shift Z, and now set this like this. It's 3, 1, 2, but we must decide where we want to have this. I come here and set this to 3 and this to 2, like this. Of course, this is so easy, but We don't have to make it too complicated now. So this will go there, and then we can try this. But you get the idea. Got this here. And now we can try to find perhaps I will make this more interesting. Is this possible? Perhaps it's not so bad, because if we go here, okay, this is not. This happens when you hit the metallic thing. Okay, now item here. Okay, this I will try. I will keep this as it is, and we have to look if it is possible. Now, the funny thing is that if you hit the little cube, then you have to go the same way again. I'm sure it is possible, yes. Okay, so here, you won. I think it is good as it is. Yeah, I hope you can find it inspiring to do your own level. And I just put this here where it was at the beginning, and I have forgotten where it was. It was here, I think. And then it ends here, and we can go there. Okay, perhaps I will make it a little bit more difficult. And let's look. So, set the level to the start, 1, and this is the welcome, a little bit smaller, and I hit save. Yeah, I hope you had a little bit fun and got the idea how to create a new level, and I hope you will do it. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.